I absolutely love my little XR4, but driving on last week, there was an odd sound. Then a little bit later, that love turned to loved. The poor little bugger had catastrophic engine failure.
Well, I've just had catastrophic engine failure. I knew this was coming. I didn't know it was going to be coming quite so fast. That is, I heard something like drop out from underneath the car. I thought I just hit a rock or something and it bounced on the underside, but no, this thing is, it just locked up. I have never had a car like proper fail before. Like this thing it's seized. So it's time to get a new car. Let's have a look under here. Can't really tell. Oh yeah, it's a bit hard to see, but down there, that is coated in oil. Can it focus on just... Yeah, coated in oil. Cool engine, by the way. Little 2-liter in here. They've got extractors on here with heat shielding. But yeah, no, they even put this like crappy pod filter on it. This thing is dead. But it wasn't in a good way anyway. As you can see, this thing has been struggling for a long time.
I was in a pickle, but I wasn't actually that far from a place I could actually leave it. But... then that suddenly left me looking for a new car.
I originally did think that the Fiesta was too slow for me, so I actually had already started looking at getting a newer car. I was looking at like the BMW 135i, which had about 300 horsepower, not 400, that would be too much for me, and Holden V8s, which have about 400 horsepower. But they were either really, really expensive to maintain or really, really bad condition, but in my price range, and I wouldn't be able to fix them up anyway. But on such short notice, I was really kind of out of luck because they were either garbage and needed a lot more repairs than what I could give it in such a short amount of time to have a car on the road, or really out of my price range locally, and I couldn't find one. So that's why I ended up getting this, the Toyota 86 from 2012. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey Phil, reviewers always say that this car is really underpowered, and I always thought that was hyperbole, but let's compare this to my Ford Fiesta. Yeah, they're about the same. But hey, with cars like this, it's all about the handling. Front-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive. And the Fiesta is faster than this around roundabouts and corners. Let me be clear though. The Fiesta ST150 is a rough-to-the-core sports car. And this thing sounds like a fart can when you're driving by. But not to mention, this isn't cheap. This is very fucking expensive, and you have to spend so much more money modifying it to get it to anywhere where you wouldn't be disappointed with it, unless you're like a mum being like, I want a sports car. And then this one is cool for middle-aged women. But hey, if you're young, insurance premiums are a problem, and you want a car that's a fraction of the price than this, but still yet somehow faster, get the ST150. Unless you live in America, then you're shit out of luck. But now, that being said, I'm gonna be honest, I really only have driven this around suburban areas, driven in straight lines, and taken off from traffic lights at full speed. Yeah, this thing is seriously slow. So let's go do some mountain driving without wrecking it. Driving around and being able to accelerate out of corners really does overcome the whole sensation of understeer that happens with front wheel drive. So driving around the city, oh, totally get the Ford Fiesta ST150. But around here in the hills, this engine starts to sing. Oh boy, this is a lot more fun. I have driven this. Okay. With the with a powerful front wheel drive. But it's nothing compared to this. And nothing compares to getting caught behind a slow person back here. God damn it. I might come back at night one time and have a little bit more fun. Yep. This time it's somebody in the camper van. Great. I know I've made them in beamng, but I don't actually like seeing them on the road. Oh, but bro, I gotta tell you, at slow speeds, this thing is slow. Corners be damned. It's so slow in a straight line when accelerating. It's just like, my grandma, look at me. Lots of theater from the sound, very little reaction from the car itself. When it gets up into those higher RPMs though, you're speeding. So it's very unusable as a car. Get these corners, watch out for the off-camberness, and then get stopped by someone going slow. Oh wow, they're going exceptionally slow. Right when we go to film. Every single time. So that's it for the 86 today. I am probably going to take this out to a racetrack. In fact, actually, I'm pretty sure I know when and where I want to take this out. So we're going to take this to a racetrack and give it a little bit of a better test. But on the road, gonna be honest, this car doesn't make sense to buy. This is a do not buy for me unless you have the money to spend on modifying it, I reckon. After waiting for that car to go by, I'm gonna give it another go. All right, I'm gonna be honest, I actually stuffed up the audio recording here. But basically, this is what I was saying is along the lines of, I'm really going to need to look into modding now.
I don't have a lot of money, so we're going to try to be a little bit frugal with our choices here. And I'll make some videos on looking at price comparisons of a few different things. Might even actually look into a hybrid system, as that's the new hot damn sort of thing to do. The other advantage of doing a hybrid is the fact that insurance companies probably won't hate it quite as much as putting a turbo on the car. My insurance is already pretty darn high. I also brought up one of the big advantages for the Fiesta was the fact that the tires were really super wide, and I never bought cheap tires, whereas I feel that the narrow tires that are on the 86 were also cheap, giving it like a pretty big disadvantage. So there's some work to be done there. And then I really wanted to get this onto a track. For now though, guys, go check out the accompanying video when it's available over on my beamng modding main channel where I do gaming sort of stuff. For now, catch you all next time. Goodbye.